John William Cooper was somebody that I felt had sort of two personas. He presented to some as this family man, fiercely loyal. However, there was clearly this real sinister man. This is somebody who was going through the fields at night, cutting fences. He was lying in wait, surveilling the houses before going in.
One particular offence, he threw a television at the head of one of them, kicked the victims, tied them up, and continually started to go back to them and hit them with the butt of the gun. And to me, it was as if the person was actually enjoying what they were doing.
Detectives believed Cooper's violent crimes and his controlling behaviour in custody could match the profile of the murderer, but they needed more proof. In the cold case files, they found a wanted poster of a man who had used one of the victims' cash point cards just hours after they were murdered.
I can particularly remember the artist's impression poster being in the bus shelter of the village which I grew up in. There would have been discussions with my friends then around, oh, my lord, there's somebody living around here who's done these offences.
Police now needed to know if the mystery man could possibly be John Cooper.
It was quite important that we tried to get an image of him, of how he was around the time, certainly, of the Dixon's murder, so we could then compare it with the artist's impression.
The detectives made an extraordinary discovery. In 1989, the same year as one of the double murders, their suspect had been a contestant on the popular game show Bullseye.
You've got an unusual hobby, John, haven't you?
Oh, yes, the scuba diving.
The scuba diving. And apparently it's the place to do it down there, isn't it?
Oh, we've got the coastline.
Because, yeah, because is it the mountains are sort of inverted and you've got all these...
Well, we've got the deep water where you can sort of swim over mountains and all sorts of things.
Yeah, we hope you all have a good night with us. Give them a round of applause.
Just 3 weeks after this episode was filmed, Peter and Gwenda Dixon were shot dead on the coastal path.
You've got £220. What are you going to do?
We'd like to gamble.
There it is.
We managed to then freeze John Cooper in exactly the same position as the artist's impression, and for me, it was like a tracing. The way he was standing, his build, the hair, the scraggly hair, the sort of shoulder length, the unkempt look and moustache. A senior investigating officer advisor, I showed it to him, and his response to me was, "Fucking hell, Wilkie, it's him."